Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're now listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And right now, we're going to talk about the right and left brain astrological signs. Now, you have a right and left brain, right? Now, everything has a yin and yang to it. So, the right and left brain has a yin and yang to it. So, we're going to break down the actual right and left brain astrological signs. So when we say yang is going to be fire and air, which represents external expression, outer expression. Yin is water and earth, what represents internal expression. That represents internal expression. So fire and air is what you can see. Water and earth is what you can't see, as far as dealing with elemental put innings out. So look, I like to say this. You know what I'm saying? You have the fillers and you have the thinkers. And so we're gonna get into how you separate what's internally expressed and what's externally expressed. So you have yang. Yang is fire and air, external expression. And you have yin, water and earth, internal expression. So let's go to the left brain signs first. Now, the left brain signs is the air signs and the earth signs. So air, will be the left brain yang. Yang. Air will be the left brain yang. Earth will be the left brain yin. Remember I said everything have a yin and yang? So if we have yang, which is air and fire, external expression, and we have yin, which is water and earth, internal expression. And I wrote this down, you know what I'm saying? Out of my mind. I ain't copy from a computer. You see what I'm saying? Now left brain signs for the left brain is air and earth. So that's the yin and yang for the left brain. Air is the yang, earth is the yin. So left brains are the thinkers. So air thinks out loud, which involves communication and ideas exchange. Earth thinks on the inside, which is yin, which is actually practicality and common sense. What practical conclusion can I come from what ideas and communications I'm receiving and actions I'm receiving from others? What common sense can I make out of this before I present it myself? You see what I'm saying? So that's internal thinking. So the left brain signs are air and earth. Earth is the yin. Air is the yang of the left brain. So, and there are the thinkers. So left brain deals with thinking and logicality. So air is going to think out loud, which is communicate and exchange ideas. Earth is going to think in the inside, which is thinking of what's the common sense of this and the practicality of the information I'm receiving. This is what makes them more reserved. Now, the right brain signs. Like I said, everything have a yin and yang. So the right brain signs is the fire and the water. So the fire is going to be the yang of the right brain. Water is going to be the yin of the right brain. You see what I'm saying? So right brain represents the feelers. So when left brain is the thinkers, right brain is how you feel. You see what I'm saying? So the right brain are the feelers. So fires feel out. They feel out loud, right? They feel on the outside. So you get to see their emotions or their feelings due to their expressions. So they have to express. You have to. So right here, the fire feels on the outside, which is outer expression and visions, and water feels on the inside, which is the yin. So water feels on the inside, which is soaking into the emotion and the psyche. They like to understand how you may feel or how they feel on the inside first before expressing their true emotions and feelings. And a lot of times water signs can be emotionally chaotic to the point that they can't handle all of them, so it comes out a lot of times. So they're dealing with the feelings and emotions on the inside. They're not just readily to express. So anytime people express, this is why water look at fire as superficial, because it's like fire is all their feelings and emotions is on the surface. So water look at it like there's no depth, but fire there's no need to be depth. The fire itself is depth. So they like to show their depth on the outside. Water signs don't understand that, so they think it's superficial. But what happens here is their depth become too deep, to the point that it may not be surface, to the point that they put themselves in their own illusion, to the point that they hurt themselves or carry grudges because they're holding on to emotions and feelings that sometimes may need to be superficial, sometimes may need to be expressed and let go of. You see what I'm saying? Because things may not appear to with how they appear to be when you're not deep underneath the water. So now when we talk about that, we have to talk about the planets. So you have right and left brain planets. Now you have two neutral planets, which is the sun and the moon. So the sun and the moon right here, they play out through characteristics of right and left brain type of attributes. So off the bat, this makes Leo and Cancer, which are right brain signs, they have the actual ability to use the left brain a little better than the other two water and fire signs. And you can see that every day. Cancers deal with their emotions and feelings, but they know how to think about it, and they know how to nourish and care for others. So they know how to communicate it better. This is what makes them funny. This is what makes them communicative. This is what makes them comedians. This is what makes them serious. But this is what makes them able to put their emotions into words when they have to. So they don't have a loss of words like Pisces, or they don't want to not talk at all like Scorpios. You see what I'm saying? And then when you have Leos like to express the way they feel, but a lot of times they're not forcefully, aggressively expressing how they feel based upon their desires and passions like Aries, and they're not going off too preachy without and too broad perspective without being logical and looking at the details like Sagittarius. See, Leos, they know how to express themselves, but know how to logically talk to people and interact with people to the point that people will support their center state, their expressions, or they will be the ones supporting someone else's expressions. You see what I'm saying? Now, once we get the sun and the moon out the way, which plays neutral, let's go into the left and the right brain actual planets. And you know that by the planetary, by the signs that they rule. So what happens here is you got Mercury. Let's go to the left brain planets. You have Mercury, which rules what? Earth and air. Left brain signs. Gemini, Virgo. Boom. You have Venus. What happens here? Venus rule the two left brain signs. Taurus, Libra. You see what I'm saying? And the yin and yang of each left brain sign. You see what I'm saying? Now you have Earth, Taurus, Virgo, but that's an exception right there because it don't involve with no air. You see what I'm saying? But and then you have Saturn. What do that rules? Capricorn, Aquarius. Now what was all these signs? Earth, air signs. What is earth and air? Left brain. Earth is the yin of the left brain. Air is the yang of the left brain. Now let's go to the right brain signs. They're going to get deducted because the two other ones, which is Leo and Cancer, is have a little bit of left brain attributes. So let's go to Mars. What do Mars rules? Aries, Scorpio. Right? Boom. Jupiter. What do Jupiter rules? Pisces, Sagittarius. Boom. See? You see what I'm saying? So fire is the yang of the right brain. Water is the yin of the right brain. So so the planets Mars and Jupiter are right brain planets, because look at Mars. Mars is intent, willpower, passion. Where's that coming from? Inside of you. When you look at it, it's part of your expression. Look at Jupiter. Jupiter is experience, wisdom, knowledge, what you've learned, your things you put meaning and reasoning on. What's that? Inside you. That's not something someone can see. Someone can't see your wisdom unless you choose to express it. You see what I'm saying? So that's coming from inside of you. That's what makes them right brain planets. Look at Mercury. What's Mercury? Thinking, analyzing, and communicating with the external realm. What's outside of you? How you can logically put the puzzle together. That's outside of you. A person, place, or thing. Boom. That's Mercury. That's left brain. Venus. What you love, appreciate, and value. What you value, a person, place, or thing. They show as representations of your love. So a lot of times that's outside of you. You see what I'm saying? That's left brain. Earth, physicality, growth. You have to see somebody grow. You see what I'm saying? But the thing that's growing is something that you could actually weigh. That's earth, nourishment, things of that nature. Left brain, Saturn. Not what you can express what you could do, but what you actually accumulated from what you could do. What's the results from it? What's the tangible, what you're putting boundaries and restrictions and limits on? What gains structure in your life? And that's a person, place, or thing. It's something you can hold. Boom. What is that? You see what I'm saying? That's left brain. You see what I'm saying? So, the astrology, right and left brain signs. Right brain is fire and water. Left brain is air and earth. And everything has a yin and yang. So the left brain yin and yang, air will be yang, earth will be yin for left brain. Right brain, water will be yin, fire will be yang for the right brain. Right brain represents the feelings and emotions and the yin world as a whole, and the left brain represents the logicality and the external realm as a whole. Flight boss, bitch.